Someone who's not an expert will create a 50-page document using AI that could have been 5 pages. Somebody who's not an expert won't know how to code or won't understand what the end product should look like. So I do think people's work will change because of AI, and people can get more efficient. In fact, they might even get burned out because there's so much you can do with AI. You're going to have to play editor for yourself, for your colleagues, and how you're using it. I probably won't be the only one to say this. I think that the skills that stand out the most compared to the past will be ones of creativity, but also ones of judgment. I think those two things, which are so important in business, right? The creativity is where our ideas come from. Judgment is how you make decisions, how you focus. Any form of creativity becomes more valuable if a CEO can now vibe code something within a decent amount of respectability. It really is the idea itself that becomes, the thing that's at a premium. We launched our own AI search engine called Yahoo Scout. That's probably been the biggest project that we've undertaken in the last several years, and it is all about AI. So there are probably only 6 or 7 of these in the world. You know, the famous large language model versions. Ours is slightly different, where it gives you incredibly high quality answers. The first generation of large language models really almost looks like research papers. They give you the answer, but they don't really tell you where they got them. With Yahoo Scout, we actually in the answers themselves, highlight with blue highlights a link out to the originating source. These large language models, they hallucinate. They try to kiss your butt a little bit. They try and tell you, reaffirm what you've told it, but sometimes they're reaffirming facts that are not true. So we very consciously did not try to act like a fake human in our answers. We've all had that experience where it's trying to relate to us on a personal level, but the way those technologies work is they're just predicting the next letter or word in a sequence. So it has a hard time acting like a real human all the time. So I actually am an enthusiast and optimist for where it's going to take us. I do think people's jobs will change. Hopefully, people are taking the initiative themselves and not waiting for a company to train them on how to change. They're investigating this technology themselves because it's so easily accessible. I personally have been vibe coding apps, not because we're going to deploy them, but because just to show my colleagues who I work with every day building products what I mean by something or what the potential is. Whether you're in HR or finance or legal, there's examples across the board. Leadership will change with that just because our jobs are changing. But at the end of the day, the core fundamentals of leaders needing to be the ones who, by example, are pushing a company forward and creating the momentum in a company, creating the vision for a company, and motivating employees and creating a great culture. Maybe some of the details of that change because of AI, but not, the substance of what needs to happen.